Yeah, I'm not a rapper. Yeah, Encyclopedia Show. Encyclopedia Show. Encyclopedia Show. Encyclopedia Show.
Welcome to the Encyclopedia Show, episode 5. I am excited that you guys are here because we have made it 5 weeks with this silly, goofy show. Thank you for tuning in. I'm excited to get started. We have so much in store for this episode, including a new segment. This episode is being called The Real World. I'm going to introduce to you a new segment later on in the show, but first, let's jump into the segments that we already know and love. Some shout outs. I have a shout out and some other L3 guides have a shout out for some L3s. So we're going to jump into those right now. And remember, if you want to shout anybody out, your mom, your dog, your friend, a guide, Graham, your grandma, anybody, send that to my email, mike@go-alpha.org, and I will get your shout out on the show. So without further ado, I would like to start. I would like to shout out two people, and that is Nathan Brown and Wade Driscoll. Big shout out to you guys because you guys have been working so hard on your Alpha Talk, and you have actually scheduled your final Alpha Talks presentation. So congratulations to you guys for that, and thank you guys for putting in such hard work on your Alpha Talk. Ryan would also like to shout some folks out. He would like to shout out Alex Jones for crushing his weekly goals and being the only other person at Alpha who is a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, which if you don't know, that is a basketball team from Minnesota that happens to be inferior to the Houston Rockets, but still a team that's on the up and up. So shout out to you, Alex, for being a fan of the Minnesota Timberwolves. And also, I guess, shout out to you too, Ryan, for being a fan of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ryan would also like to shout out Hope for finishing Lexia and putting in extra time in con. So big shout out to you for that, Hope. Taylor would like to shout out Luke. Luke finished Lexia, and he started IXL. So big shout out to you for that. Davis, you get a shout out from Taylor for finishing 3 apps so far this session. That is crazy, my friend. Congratulations for that. She would also like to shout out Taylor Friedman for getting massive amount of time this week and for working so hard to meet all of his goals. Alina would like to shout out Benjamin Royston for finishing IXL Science. Big ups to you for that. She wants to shout out Summer for getting over 150 units in Lexia this week. Great job, Summer. She wants to shout out my man Asher for crushing it in IXL Science. Shout out to you, Asher. She wants to shout out Maddie Moore for consistently meeting her goals and for teaching Alina a whole lot about Minecraft every day. She wants to shout out Brooklyn for flying through all of the books that she's read this season, or this session. And she also wants to shout out Elle for putting extra time in to make sure that she meets her goals each week. Shout out to all of you folks. We are going to come with shout outs every week because you guys are always doing amazing things. And remember, if you have a shout out, send it to my email and I will get it on the show. So our next segment is one that you've actually seen before. We've actually done this a couple of times on the show before, and that's Would-Be Sports. Now, the way Would-Be Sports normally works is me or Chip Withers, our weather and news guy. We will report on the scores that would have happened on this day if sports were still around. But I've been thinking, I want to change it up just a little bit. And I actually want to show you some clips because I miss sports. I miss basketball. I miss my Rockets. I miss football, even though, it's technically not canceled. The season just ended. But I miss the Texans. I miss the Astros, even though they cheated. I'm riding with my team and going down with the ship. I miss the Houston Dynamo. I miss my Gunners. I miss Arsenal. I miss sports. And I'm not okay about it. I am struggling, and so because of that, I'm going to show you this video compilation of some sports that we're all missing out on so that maybe you, just like me, can get your much-needed sports fix.
And it went like...
Yeah, definitely on the transfer.
condition just gon' you got me tripping, stumbling, flipping, fumbling, because I'm falling in love.
Hold on. So beautiful. I just need a second. You know what? Let's hear a word from my sponsors while I get myself together. I miss sports. Here are the finalists from last week's Learn, Earn, Give, Vote. You've got Meals on Wheels Central Texas, Mobile Loaves and Fishes, and Central Texas Food Bank. Let's take a look at what these organizations do. Central Texas Food Bank provides food to families in need with the help of partner agencies across 21 counties in Central Texas. Mobile Loaves and Fishes empowers communities into a lifestyle of service with the homeless through delivering food. Meals on Wheels Central Texas seeks to nourish and enrich the lives of the homebound and other people in need through programs that promote dignity and independent living. One of these organizations is going to receive all of the funds that you guys have been working so hard to collect. You'll be able to vote for the winner of this challenge. So those are your organizations that you guys voted for. I'm finally okay now. I have gotten my sports fix for the day, and I will be okay for at least the next week. So I'm excited to introduce to you our next segment. So some of you may know that there's actually a couple of Alpha staff members that happen to be best friends. And more than that, they're not just best friends. They're best friends who live together. And quarantine has had an interesting effect on us all, but definitely one of these friends. Check this out.
I mean, don't get me wrong, quarantine hasn't been easy for anyone. There are definitely times where I feel like I was losing my mind, but I feel like Elise actually might be losing her mind.
Elise, it's time for morning meeting.
She thought it was Formal Wednesday?
What are you? It's Formal Wednesday.
That doesn't even make sense.
What are you doing?
Why? Wait.
Formal Friday.
It's Formal Friday. Formal Friday.
Formal Friday.
I have no idea. And then she just stayed in that dress all day. It's like it was totally normal to be wearing a bridesmaid's dress on a Wednesday to do work from home.
I guess I'll just be looking good.
That looks really good.
I'm terrified to get a snack. I went in the other day and she was working in the pantry.
I'm snacking and working.
In the pantry?
Yeah, it's convenient.
She said she needed some quiet space and I was interrupting her workflow. She's working in the pantry. I don't know what's going on. What is happening? I'm so confused.
Man, quarantine is having some kind of effect on everybody. Thank God it's almost over. I know in my house, it's been having an effect on me. I walked into the pantry the other day and stood there and then turned off the light while I was still in there. And I thought, why did I do that? Because I need to see people again. Hey, so if you have a crazy quarantine story, send it to my email or drop it in the comments below. I would love to hear your crazy quarantine story. So we're going to keep our show moving. That is actually part of our new series called Real Life Alpha. It's a 3-part series. That's just part 1. So make sure that next week you tune into the show so you can see part 2 and what is happening in the home of Elise and Triana as they deal with the effects from quarantine. So now's the part of the show that many of you wait for and watch for. That is our awards section. So as always, we're going to start with Black Widow winners. First up with our Black Widow winners, we have Adeline, no stranger to the Black Widow leaderboard. She is a winner in Albert Math with 123 questions and Albert Reading with 107 questions. Great job, Adeline. Coming up next, our Black Widow leaderboard is Maddie Price with 17 topics in IXL science. Good job, Maddie. Congratulations. Next up is also not a stranger. She's on here every week for the same stuff. Newton math, Newton science. Great job, Kate. You are crushing it with 10 assignments in both. Next up is my man, Connor in eGump with 7 lessons. Great job, Connor. Welcome back to the Black Widow leaderboard. Next up, this is a newcomer to the Black Widow leaderboard, and I'm super proud of this person. I'm looking into the camera at you. I am very proud of you. Haynes for making the Black Widow leaderboard with 6 levels in Freckle Math. Super cool accomplishment. Congratulations, Haynes. You deserve it. All the hard work. Next is Cole with 81 units in Lexia. Congratulations for being on the Black Widow leaderboard, Cole. Next up, our winner is Andrew with 10 workspaces in Mathia. I think this might be the first week. I'm going to ask my producers to fact check me on this, but this might be the first week that Wade did not win in Mathia. Could he have won in something else, though? We shall see. Next up to the leaderboard is Alex Jones with 6 quizzes in Newzella. Congratulations, Alex Jones, the resident Minnesota Timberwolves fan, along with Ryan. No stranger to the Black Widow leaderboard in a different app this time is my man Wade in Con Math. He's continuing to crush math apps. 4,900 points, 4,960 to be exact. Last but certainly not least, Nathan Brown. Welcome to the Black Widow leaderboard yet again in Con Science, this time with 3,162 points. Congratulations, all of the Black Widow winners. I love using that air horn. That is dope. One more time. And a glockenspiel for good luck. Great job, Black Widow winners. You guys deserve everything that's coming your way for working so hard. Now is the moment that we are all waiting for, which is the announcement of the Beast of the Week. The Beast of the Week is a person who's been working very hard and who's got the most minutes across all their apps. It is not winter. It's not fall. We're done with spring. It is summer. Congratulations, Summer, for being Beast of the Week. And so with that announcement, we have come to the end of episode 5 of the Alpha Encyclopedia Show. If you have any ideas for segments, shows, or things that you want to see on the show, definitely send them to my email, mike@go-alpha.org. And I essentially have nothing else for you. So go get outside. Go have some fun. It's the weekend. See you next time.